Hello everyone, welcome to Arka Science, and today in this video I will be talking about the direct motion of Saturn which is happening today on 15th of November 2024 for all the 12 ascendant signs. Direct motion of Saturn is very significant for every one of us because Saturn, Sunny, is Karma Phal Data and also Karma Karak. Saturn rules over duty, responsibility, order, discipline, regularity, order. So all these things are very important in our day-to-day life, in our present work, in also introspection of our past mistakes and our future endeavors. Any kind of project which we are working today right now, or you are thinking that okay, these are the things which we need to focus in our near future, be it a short-term planning, be it a long-term planning, all of it cannot be done or cannot be possible without the blessings of Saturn. Now, since Saturn is transiting in its Mula Trikona sign Aquarius, and the most important part here is 4.5 months from now, in its direct motion, Saturn will leave Aquarius and it will enter the sign of Pisces next year on 30th of March 2025. That is 4.5 months from now, exactly 4.5 months from now, counting from today itself. Today is 15th of November when Saturn is turning direct. So that means the journey of Saturn in its own sign. Now, if I just go back few years, when Saturn entered the sign of Capricorn, now whenever Saturn enters a sign, it stays in that sign, it transits through the sign for 2.5 years. Now Capricorn is also ruled by Saturn, Aquarius is also ruled by Saturn. So 2.5 years for Capricorn and 2.5 years right now which is going on for Aquarius, this 5 years. And now this 4.5 months when Saturn will actually be in the direct motion and it will give the results of all this journey from last 5 years. Because if you go through the natural zodiac, Aquarius is the 11th house. Karma Phal is seen from Aquarius, 11th house of gains. So all the hard work, all the planning and everything, right now these 4.5 months is going to be very important for every one of us. And this is irrespective of all the other transits I'm talking about. These 4.5 months is going to be very significant for every one of us. Now, wheresoever the sign Aquarius lies in our horoscope, nevertheless, the results are going to be evident. Now, depending upon your dasa, depending upon the promises of the horoscope, where Saturn lies in your own chart, in which sign it is, in which house it is, depending upon all those things, the results may vary. But yes, it is for sure sorry, that the results will be more prominent, significant during this journey starting from today onwards. So suppose if you have done a lot of hard work, if you have started a new kind of work, or if you are having any kind of planning also, then this is the time which you should actually use to the best of your discipline, your order, regularity. Try to be more punctual, try to be more loyal and committed towards your work. Now it can be anything. Now since Saturn is transiting in the sign of Aquarius, that means it will be aspecting the sign of Aries, the sign of Leo and the sign of Scorpio. So those areas of life associated with Aries, Leo and Scorpio in your chart will also be very significant. On that respect, I'll also say that Mars is transiting in the sign of Cancer. Now 8th aspect of Mars will be falling on Aquarius at this moment of time. So on particular areas of life wheresoever the sign Aquarius lies in your chart, you will see that there can be some impulsion, there can be some hurriedness, out of emotion you are working, because you see Aquarius is not an emotional sign, it's basically a fixed sign and airy sign. That means it will give you stability, but also because of its airy nature it will also give you the that bandwidth to think, to express your thoughts. That is also the reason that why 11th house is also connected with our social circle, social networks. But since Mars is aspecting it, so all of a sudden there can be some impulsion, there can be some emotional decisions, which is completely contradictory with the nature of Aquarius. So looking into this into account, we also need to make certain decisions, make certain plannings, that yes, on these aspects we will be careful about. On that regard, I also must say that for the ascendants where Saturn is transiting, or now it is direct in the third house, sixth house, or 11th house, Saturn is going to be giving you very good results, because normally Saturn works very good in third, sixth, and 11th house. And for the ascendants where Saturn is yoga karaka, that means for the Taurus ascendant and Libra ascendant people, for them this direct motion of Saturn is going to give you very good results, because you see Saturn is transiting in its Mula Trikona sign, and it is like more 4.5 months it will be staying here. So it is like it is going to pay you back all the results right now. These 4.5 months will be like it will pass very quickly. You will feel that the time is passing very quickly. So you have to just plan the things, put it on order, and execute it. Depending upon your hard work, depending upon all other things, you will see that results are coming up. So on that regard, now I will be starting for all the 12 ascendant signs. And yes, please like the video, share the video to your near and dear ones, so that they can also come to know about all the impact which is going to help them during this particular transit of Saturn in its direct motion according to their own ascendant. Okay, and if you are new to this channel, please subscribe to the channel and tap onto this notification bell icon, so that every time I make a new video you get notified instantly. And if you want consultation from me, or any kind of consultation help with regards to your own horoscope, then check the links down in the description section. You can also mail me through my email ID, or you can get connected with me through my Facebook or Instagram accounts. So come, let us start. For the Aries ascendant people, Saturn is transiting and direct in your 11th house. So this is a very good time for all the Aries ascendant people in respect to their work and career, for their job and development in their life. You will be able to complete all the work which was delayed, which was slowed down or stuck in between. You will see that all those works, projects, and assignments are now able to plan properly and complete it on time. This is a very good time to start any new work, new project, and for your future endeavors also. This is a very good time for planning, proper planning, because Saturn will be aspecting your 5th house. So your day-to-day work also and planning, discipline, punctuality will improve. You will get favors from your friends, from your elder sibling, from your superiors, and at your work also you will see that you are getting appraisals. There will be a stable flow of income, stable flow of money and wealth. There can be a chance of appraisal at your work also, and appreciation from your seniors and authorities. Now since Saturn is aspecting your first house, that is the ascendant, Aries ascendant, where Jupiter is also giving its result by its retrograde motion. Now Jupiter is retrograde in Taurus, but by its retrograde motion Jupiter is also activating the Aries sign. So this is also a time when you need to have a proper personality towards your work, duty, commitment, loyalty, and punctuality, because your personality will be under the scanner. If you are following your karma and your dharma properly, you will see that results are much more better for you. This is a very good transit for Saturn for you. Try to make the most out of it. Now Saturn's 10th aspect will be on your 8th house. So and your 8th lord Mars is debilitated at this moment of time. So this is also a time when you need to be a bit more careful regarding your health. Proper discipline regarding your health will be much more better. Direct aspect, the direct motion of Saturn and aspect on 8th house will also allow you for your spiritual path and awakening. If you are following any kind of spiritual journey, in that case also it will be helpful to you. And suppose if you are married, in that case all the marital responsibilities, you will see that you are able to follow it properly. Anything related to property inheritance and joint assets, in that regard also you will see some additional responsibilities may come on your shoulder, but you will be able to follow it and perform it nicely. But yes, don't hurry, because since your 8th lord is debilitated in the 4th house, on certain aspects you will be you will see that there are some time when many things going on your at your mental level. So there will be time where you may suffer some kind of dilemma related to your mental peace and practical approach. So you have to balance that. Otherwise, I will say that this motion of Saturn is going to give you much more development and boost your career and your job life. Okay, try to make the most out of it. Even in case of business also, suppose if you are running any kind of business, trade or enterprise, in that case also you will see that you will be able to collaborate with many people, because your social communications, your social network will expand slowly and gradually. So sorry, make the most out of it. That's it for the Aries ascendant people. For the Taurus ascendant people, Saturn is transiting in your 10th house and direct in motion right now. So first of all, I will say that Saturn is your yoga karaka planet. So this is a very good transit of Saturn. It's direct motion for all the Taurus ascendant people. You will see that your luck is helping you out at your work. You will be able to focus on your work more. You will be more dutiful and responsible towards your responsibilities, your duties, because it is in 10th house. 10th house is not only about career, 10th house is also is about your duties, responsibilities, your name, fame, status, your position basically. So your karma, you will see you will be able to follow it more properly. So a time will come when you may feel that you are not getting enough time for your own self. Now since Saturn is aspecting your 4th house by its 7th aspect, so you will be able to perform your homely duties, your domestic duties, and any matter related to it more properly, more nicely. Health of your mother will improve, your bonding with your mother will improve, and you will see that if you are associated with any kind of work related to agriculture, related to house or buildings, lands and properties, or anything related to that, or renovations or interior designing, in that case also you will see that your work will slowly progress, and all the works which was delayed down will be slowly and gradually it will be leading you to completion. You will be able to finish it properly. And at your work also, means it can be business, it can be job, you will be seeing that you are getting benefits and also help from your the co-workers and other peoples around you. You will be able to connect with your authorities and superiors more promptly. And since Saturn is also your ninth lord, so you'll be able to get some good advice from your father, from your guru, from your preceptors. Sorry. So this is also a time when the bonding between you and your father will improve. Since Saturn is your ninth lord, here one more thing I will say, that this is also a very good time for spiritual and religious discourses. Any kind of auspicious work can be done now. Any kind of work related to dharma, or suppose if you are thinking to start studying any kind of ancient scriptures or ancient religious studies and all, then this is a very good time for that. Saturn's aspect on 7th house will be like means you may feel that some additional responsibilities are coming, but since it is direct you will be able to perform it. So it is up to you that how much committed and loyal are you towards your partner. Now that can be at the personal level also, at the professional level also. Okay, but there will be some responsibilities coming. So it means that this will be a time when time management will be very important for you, because If you think that you are taking out time for your personal day-to-day life, then that would be a challenge, because third aspect of Saturn will fall on your 12th house, subconscious mind. So at the subconscious level, you are always working. Even when you are free, when you are thinking that okay, now I've got some time for solitude and isolation, even that is the time also when you are working at your mental level. So time management will be very important for you. Otherwise, this transit is very good for you. Make the most out of it. That's it for the Taurus ascendant people. For the Gemini ascendant people, Saturn is transiting in your 9th house and direct in motion. This transit of Saturn is going to be very fruitful and significant for all the Gemini ascendant people, because Saturn is your 8th lord and your 9th lord. So Saturn rules your luck, your fortune, your prosperity, your health. So this direct motion of Saturn will not only ensure good health for you, you will see that if you are going through any kind of health issues, all those things will come in order right now. Definitely, with your discipline, with your punctuality, your health related any kind of order, responsibilities which you are taking, you will see that all those things are now getting into fruitful results. Not only that, since it is transiting in your 9th house and direct as a 9th lord, so it will not only be helpful in your day-to-day life, but also you will see that whatever work you are doing, you are getting benefits out of it. Your luck is supporting you. Some kind of divine power will support you. So this is a very good time to start any religious activities. Like suppose if you are thinking to start any kind of worship, or suppose you are thinking for any kind of religious discourses, or starting the studies of ancient scriptures, or even visiting your guru for any kind of advice, or following the discipline and all the advices given to you by your father and your guru preceptors. This is a very good time for that. Since Saturn is aspecting your 11th house of gains, so you will see that, and it is your 8th and 9th lord, so that means all of a sudden there can be some gains or free flow of money and wealth in your life. Now, since it is your 9th lord, it also means that your luck and fortune will support you in terms of your work, and it will also ensure that there will be some kind of stability at your money income level. Yes, definitely, since it is third aspect of Saturn, so it also indicates that you have to put regular efforts into it. It should not be like that, okay, I am getting it and so I am stopping my efforts. No. So you have to put in your efforts. More you put your efforts, more the results are evident in front of you. Saturn's aspect on 6th house by its 10th aspect, it also ensures that you will be able to win over your competitors, win over your rivals. You will get success in competition, and you will also be able to pay off your debts. You will enjoy good health. There can be some sudden travels, some sudden long distance travels. Very good time to spend time with your father. Improve the bonding between you and your father. Very good time to start any new work or plan for any new work, because Saturn will be aspecting your 3rd house, or efforts, energy, actions. Your communications will be very truthful. So in today's day and world, you need to be also be very careful to become too much truthful, because 9th house is dharma and 3rd house is communication, and Saturn is the 9th lord direct now. So at time your words will be like you say something and it might get materialized. So make sure that you work on certain things with proper planning and then say something. So overall I will say it's a very good transit for the Gemini ascendant people. Make the most out of it. For the Cancer ascendant people, Saturn is direct and transiting in your 8th house. So first of all I will say that this indicates that if you are running through any kind of health issues, now slowly and gradually you will be able to get a good health, because previously Saturn was retrograde So it was giving its result from 8th house and 7th house both. But now since it is direct in the 8th house, so this also indicates that if you are running through any kind of health issue, slowly and gradually you will be able to come over it. Any kind of ups and downs which are going on in your life, you will see that all those things are getting properly handled with time, definitely, but it will get properly handled. Any work which was getting delayed, now slowly and gradually you will be able to plan over it, because Saturn will be aspecting your 5th house. Now 5th house also signifies planning, management. So you will be able to manage and plan your day-to-day work. But suppose you are working in any kind of thing which indicates self-employment, or suppose any kind of work which is your own creation, in those kind of work there would be additional duties and responsibilities. It indicates that certain things are there which are not managed properly. This direct motion of Saturn will bring all those weaknesses in front of you. So now this is the time, like, you follow those work one by one and then you get the good results, because 4.5 months from now Saturn will leave your 8th house and it will enter your 9th house, and then you will see that all the hard work you have done now, you are going to get the reap the benefits then, because 9th house is fortune, prosperity, dharma. Another thing is that in your day-to-day life, in your job, in your any kind of work which you are doing every day, day-to-day work, where you need to follow your order, duty, discipline, responsibility in day-to-day life, in that work, now that can be related to your service, that can be related to your career, job, business. In that work there can be you may feel that you need to put extra efforts, because Saturn is aspecting your 10th house. At times you may also feel that should I leave my job or should I leave my work. At times you may feel like that, because your 10th lord Mars is debilitated at this moment of time. So in that regard also I will say you should not take any decisions out of impulsion or out of emotions, because it is not like that you take the decision and all of a sudden Mars will behave differently. No, Mars is debilitated. So this is the time, since Saturn is direct right now, so slowly and gradually you will see that yes, you will be able to identify the problems, work on it. Yes, definitely ups and downs will be there. I will not say that everything will be fine on in a one day or something. Suppose anything is going on at your work, in that case I'm saying, now since Saturn is direct in your 8th house, so anything related to your responsibilities, that is the conjugal responsibilities, marital life, in those regards you will see that you are going to get the benefits of your partner. At the professional life also, means in kind of any kind of professional partnership also, you are going to get the benefits of your partner. Specifically when you are handling any kind of thing related to joint assets, collaborations, in that regard I am saying. Saturn will be aspecting your 2nd house, so there can be certain matters between you and your family members which needs to be resolved. Now since Saturn is direct, so you will be able to accomplish that task also. Money handling will be an issue. There can be expenditures, there can be mismanagement of wealth also at times. So it is a very important time, because I'm not talking about the dasa, I'm talking about only the transit. So make proper budget and management and then follow it. So that's it for the Cancer ascendant people. For the Leo ascendant people, Saturn is direct and transiting in your 7th house. Since it is direct right now, so you will see that now your bonding, your relationship with your partner at the professional level, at the personal level, or how you are binding with other people, how you are bonding with them, all those aspects will be taken care of properly. Any kind of misunderstandings, any kind of misconceptions, difference of opinions, any kind of conflicts will be resolved right now. If there had been any chances where there was any kind of ego classes or something, all those things will be taken care of right now. But since Saturn is your 6th lord and 7th lord both, and it is aspecting your first house, so this is also a time when you will be under the scanner. People will judge you. So you need to be very dutiful. You need to be very punctual, committed towards the responsibilities regarding other people. Now here other people can be your partner, your husband, your wife, or even if you are any kind of relationship. Now suppose someone will say that I am not in any kind of bonding or relationship. In that case, how you are dealing with other people, specifically at your work, because Saturn is karma karak, Saturn is your 6th lord, so your service, your job. In that regard also, you will be completely under the scanner. That means if you are following your duties nicely, you will get appreciation for that, because Saturn is Digbali in the 7th house. It is transiting in the 7th house. So that means if you are performing your duties properly, you will also get appreciations for that. But suppose if you are lazy, or you are not doing it nicely, or you are suppose procrastinating every time, or you are like ignorant about your responsibilities, then that will be a problem. Why? Because Saturn is aspecting your 4th house of happiness, mental peace, mental security. Because every time you will be under fear, that you will be avoiding people, because you will feel that if I go there, people will ask me different questions, people will ask me about many things which I am maybe not sure about. So you will see that your mental security is getting under the scanner. So two-way approach you have to choose. Either be very punctual, committed, loyal towards your work and responsibility, specifically towards other people, and get the appreciation and appraisals for that. One more thing, 7th house is 10th from the 10th house, so that means favor from the employer. So this is also a time, if your dasas are supportive and there is some kind of promise in horoscope, this is also a time you may get even promoted. You may also get some appraisals. Saturn is aspecting your 9th house. So if you are planning for any kind of foreign visits, traveling abroad, even for your own work or even for studies or something, because 9th house is also higher studies or religious discourses also, or suppose you are just thinking that okay, let me for my own pleasure, let me go to some other place and stay some time for and visit that place. In that regard also, this transit is going to give you very good results. You can make that planning. So that's it for the Leo ascendant people. For the Virgo ascendant people, Saturn is transiting and direct in your 6th house. Now this transit of Saturn, I would say it is a very good transit, and direct motion of Saturn will be really be beneficial and significant for all the Virgo ascendant people, because Saturn is your 5th lord and 6th lord. So you will see that you will be able to apply your intelligence, your hard work in proper sync. It would be synchronous in your day-to-day life, and you will see that in your day-to-day life also you will be able to plan things properly and also implement it. All your hard work, struggles will now be taking into a proper track. Any work or any job which was not completed previously, now it will take a proper shape and you will be able to finish it. Now 6th house is also the house of service, job. If you are working under someone, or you are also ownself the employer and people are working under you, in both the cases you will be able to take additional responsibility and perform your job properly. But this also indicates, now since Saturn is also the significator of masses, so if you are the employer and people are working under you, take care of them, respect them, take care of the opinions of those people also. you will see that this cooperation will not only bring you name and fame, and also it will bring you cooperation among those people also. This direct motion of Saturn will allow you to bring that competitive spirit within you, hard work, efforts, actions, and that would not be at the imaginative level, that would be in the practical, manifested in the real life. So it is like you plan something and just put it on order. So ultimately it is going to give you very good results. In case of any kind of health issues, I would say, now since sixth house is also the house of diseases and health issues also, and Saturn is direct right now, normally it is helpful in giving you good health. But I would still say that since it is also the house of accidents, injuries, so make sure that you don't hurry on many things. Okay, you would be able to pay off your debts, you would be able to plan the assignments, projects, or any kind of new work for your future. But Saturn's seventh aspect will be on your 12th house. Now since you will be so much work oriented, so rarely you will get enough time for your rest, or it would be like very meticulous. At times you may feel that I have to do this, have to do that, have to do that. So in one way this is a very good thing that you are bringing that order in your life. But looking it from the other aspect, you would see that you are becoming just like a machine. So depending upon your environment, depending upon your work, you have to bring that balance also. In your married life, in your any kind of like relationships, be it personal or professional, you would see that there would be some moments where you are unable to focus on your partner. Why? Because third aspect of Saturn falling on the 8th house. Now 8th house is responsibilities in the relationship, that is the marriage responsibilities, or be it anything which we do with your partner, that can be joint assets, that can be collaborations, and the responsibilities following. In those regards I'm saying, if you are any person who are working all alone, then this transit is going to be very good results. Otherwise in that regard you have to make some balance in case of partnership. Okay, so that's it for the Virgo ascendant people. Make the most out of it. For the Libra ascendant people, Saturn is the yoga karaka planet. Saturn is direct and transiting in your 5th house. So first of all I would say that this will actually allow you to focus on your own work, specifically your own creativity, your own creative self expression, your joy and happiness, and the works which will actually make you happy. In all those things you are going to get very good results. You are not only you are not only able to finish your work, your plannings, but also you will see that since it is the 5th house, so you are able to intellectually perform the work and plan it beforehand. So your day to day planning will improve, your punctuality will improve, your efforts, your actions will take proper shape right now. At your mental peace level also and security level also, you will see that you are more secured, you are more able to express your thoughts more easily, because it is your 4th lord also. Any matter related to your home which was creating some kind of issues in your mind, all those matters will be resolved. You will also see that any matter which was related to your children or your health of your children, all those matters will be resolved. So this also ensures that health of your children will be much more better, and their work will also be much more better. This Saturn also ensures that there will be free flow of income. You will be able to manage those money, wealth properly. You will be able to make proper budget. You will be able to make proper decisions related to your economy and finances. Family matters will be resolved. And since the seventh house, the sign of Aries, for the Aries ascendant people, for the Libra ascendant people, sorry, the sign of Aries is the seventh house. Now, the sign of Aries is getting activated by the double transit. Now, Jupiter is retrograde in the sign of Taurus. Okay. Now, since it is retrograde in the Taurus, so it will give its result from Aries also. Now, Saturn is also aspecting the sign of Aries by its third aspect. So, your seventh house for the Libra ascendant people is getting activated. So, this also indicates that either you will have some proper duties and responsibilities to follow towards your partner. You need to be more committed towards them, or any kind of person you are dealing with, means not only partner. Suppose you are a single person, how you are dealing with other people. So there will be some proper responsibilities to follow. And suppose if you are thinking for marriage and marriage like situations, in that regard also I will say that marriage proposals will come for the Libra ascendant people. So this is a time to connect with other person with proper loyalty, proper discipline and commitment. This is also a time to improve your social circle, because Saturn will be aspecting your 11th house also. Through your social creativity, how properly you are able to connect with them. Because Aquarius is the Aries sign, make the most out of it, I would say. This is a very good transit for the Libra ascendant people. So that's it for the Libra ascendant people. For the Scorpio ascendant people, Saturn is direct and transiting in your 4th house. Now since Saturn is direct in the 4th house, this also means that now you will be able to have a proper mental security. You will be able to perform any kind of work which is related to your home, domestic matters, and all those matters will be resolved. Any conflict or any miscommunications which had happened at the domestic level, all those things will be resolved. Now since Saturn happens to be your 3rd lord also, and it is direct right now, so you will be able to make proper efforts, proper actions. Your energy will be channelized. New planning and new endeavors can be done right now, because Saturn is aspecting your 10th house of your karma. 3rd lord Saturn transiting in the 4th house direct and aspecting your 10th house of karma. That means now you will be able to perform your job, your work. Now that can be anything, that can be any work, be it your job, service, business, or even if you are self-employed, or even if you are thinking to start any new kind of project or assignment, in that any of it you will find new energy, new focus. But since it is the 4th house and Saturn is direct right now, there would be some kind of heaviness within you, because you might feel that although there would be a situation where you'd feel that I need some good people around me. So one thing I will say, don't stay alone. Don't stay alone, or I would say for you, isolation and solitude is not good. More you are with your friends, family, more it would be beneficial for you. More you will be able to share your thoughts. Because at time you may feel that lot of work is there, doing this, doing that. But when you are in your own cell, because 4th house is when we feel secure, in our own rest mode, that will be a time when that would be a very heavy moment for you. You will be feeling very heavy from within, as if some heavy weights has been put on your shoulder. And that can actually impact your health, because Saturn will be aspecting your 1st house and 6th house. So take care about your health. Anything which was like you feel that this is the weakness related to my health has to be taken care of, has to be given proper importance. Anything which is related to competition, anything related to like this needs to be done on time, this needs to be made a proper planning and all those things, where there is a timeline, where there is a like particular work has to be completed on time. In all those regards, you might feel a bit lazy, although you will be able to complete it properly because third lord is direct right now. But since it is aspecting, third aspect is falling on the sixth house, so wherever there would be some kind of competition, there would be some kind of like I have to follow it, I have to complete it on that fixed time or date. In those regards, you would be a bit lazy. So I would say plan it beforehand, then it will give you very good results. Otherwise the work can be completed, but it would be like you are just completing it because you need to do it. Okay, so that's it for the Scorpio ascendant people. Make the most out of it. For the Sagittarius ascendant people, Saturn is direct in your third house. Saturn is also your second lord and your third lord, and it is direct right now in your third house. I would say it's a very good transit for the Sagittarius ascendant people. Be it with respect to your work, be it with respect to your planning, your energy, your efforts, any kind of new endeavors you are thinking to start, or you are working, or any kind of work which was getting delayed back, you would be able to complete it on time, or you will be able to plan new things on it. This will also improve your social communication, because third house is also about the daily contacts, the people with whom uh, you just connect with them in your day-to-day life. It can be your neighbor, it can be your siblings, younger siblings specifically, your friends, and also social communications, because it is the house of communications. You would be able to communicate with people more frequently, more properly, and this would also improve your day-to-day work because you'd be able to plan it nicely. So suppose if you are associated with any kind of work which relates to communication, or which relates to, because Aquarius is also the sign which actually associates telecommunications and those things. So if you are associated with those kind of work like journalism or something like that, in that regard also this transit of Saturn in the direct motion is going to give you very good results. Suppose if you are planning any kind of short travels with regards to your work, then this transit of Saturn is going to give you very good results. Now since it is your second lord, it also means that your travels can actually be beneficial with regards to your wealth, money. So this will make you very professional with regards to your movement. So suppose if you are working in any kind of work which requires movement or tours and travels, in that regard this motion of Saturn and its transit will be highly beneficial for you. Now since Saturn will be aspecting your 9th house also, so this also indicates that and it is direct right now, so this also indicates that you need to have a proper responsibility towards your father, and also give proper importance to the advice and opinion given to you by your father, by your guru, by your preceptors. There can be some chances of long distance travel to some foreign places also, or far away places also, because third house is short travels, it is aspecting 9th house, long travels, it is also aspecting your 12th house, far away lands. Now since it is aspecting your 12th house, so this also indicates that you will be able to control your expenditures and also improve your wealth. You will be able to follow a proper balance of solitude and isolation with regards to your work also. So I would say overall this transit of Saturn for the Sagittarius ascendant is highly beneficial. Make the most out of it. So that's it for the Sagittarius ascendant people. For the Capricorn ascendant people, Saturn is direct and transiting in your second house. Saturn is your Lagna lord, your ascendant lord. direct in your second house as the second lord. So this is a very good time for your financial independence. This is a very good time to focus completely very professionally with regards to your work and improve and strengthen yourself financially. If you are going to take any good decisions regarding your investments, regarding your finance, this is a very good time for it. Since it is direct in the second house as the second lord, you would be also getting good help from your family with regards to your development, with regards to your security, with regards to your possessions and money. You will be getting good opportunities in order to improve your work and also improve your finances, because Saturn is going to aspect your 11th house. 11th house is gains. The 10th aspect of Saturn is following on the 11th house. So more you do the hard work, that proper in a duty and proper responsibility in proper order, you would see that your channels of wealth and income is opening up. So this also ensures that for the long amount of time you will be able to follow your passion, your work, and this will also bring you, fetch you lot of wealth and money. Because even after 4.5 months, when next year when Saturn moves on to your third house, transit of Saturn in the third house is also very good for you. So it is just like a start for you right now. So you will see that this will not only bring you stability, because Aquarius is a fixed sign. Suppose if you are associated with any kind of work which relates to like buying or purchase of property, land or agriculture or something like that, in that regard also it is going to give you very good results, because Saturn will be aspecting your fourth house. Now since Saturn is also aspecting your eighth house, so here two things are very evident. The first thing is that at times there will be some kind of dilemma whether to be very practical and very money oriented, or should be very spiritual. So that would be a dilemma. But at both the times you will get benefits of even spiritual life also. So you will be able to enjoy your spiritual awakening. If you are associated with any kind of work which relates to research and something related to that, so you will be getting benefits of that also. Now since it is the second lord Saturn aspecting the eighth house, so there can be a situation where you need to have some extra efforts and responsibilities towards managing anything regards to your marital life, joint assets, collaborations. Don't bring the ego between you and your partner, because there can be a situation where you may become so much confident that out of that confidence you might get into some kind of issues with your partner. And the following responsibilities, because 8th house is Mangalya Bhav, marital responsibilities. Now I am just broadening the bandwidth here. It is not only the marital responsibility, I'm just in the modern day life also I'm talking about the professional responsibilities also with your partner. Now for the people who are single, for the people who will say that, oh, I am not in any kind of partnership or something like that, for them I would say, since Saturn is aspecting your 8th house, so you need to be very punctual at your work. You need to be following your duties very properly, because 8th house is ups and downs. If you are very chilled and very like lazy and all, because second house is security, so you are feeling that, okay, everything is so okay, so later on this might be a problem for you. Overall this transit is very good, make the most out of it. Okay, that's it for the Capricorn ascendant people. For the Aquarius ascendant people, Saturn is direct on your first house as the first lord. It is also your 12th lord, but primarily it is your ascendant lord, and it is direct in the first house. Now before I say something, I would also like to mention something, that since it is your first lord but it was the planet Saturn under the concern and it was retrograde before, so many things was happening for the people of Aquarius ascendant. But now since it is direct, you would see that there would be, you will feel that all of a sudden many heaviness has gone away, much heaviness has gone away at the physical level, at the real life, in mental level also, because Saturn is your 12th lord, that is subconscious mind. Now since it is direct, so it indicates that now you would be able to perform your duties, your day-to-day work more properly. You would be able to take decisions more properly. But since it is Saturn under the concern and it is in the first house, so I would say don't make very long proposals or very long decisions or long planning. Take small steps, one by one. This would not only improve your confidence, but also you will feel that yes, my work has taken that pace. Previously I was here, but now I am here. That means this much work is finished. So taking up, or suppose if you have a very big task to follow, then break it into intervals, then work on it. You will see that it will not only be improving your confidence, it will also lower down that mental heaviness, because at times you may feel that so much work to be done. This will also help you to reduce your procrastination. Saturn will be aspecting your 7th house, so definitely it is direct right now, so your bonding with your partner will improve. But since it is Saturn, so your responsibilities are at its peak, so you have to not only follow up properly regarding your own personality and own health, your own work, but also you have to take care regarding your partner also. Here I'm particularly talking about the people who are in any kind of relationship, partnership, be it professional, be it personal, because that added responsibility will be on their shoulder. The people who are single, they will not feel that responsibility. For them it would be personal life, that okay, this much work has to be done, this has to be done. But the people who are particularly in any kind of relationship or partnership, marital life, for them they would be feeling it from last many years, I would say, even when Saturn was in the sign of Capricorn 2 years back. Saturn will be aspecting your 10th house. Now this is a very good thing that Saturn is direct, it is aspecting your 10th house. It brings stability at your work. So suppose if you are changing the job, or if you are thinking that okay, many things are going on, what should I do, you would see that even in your new job, new work also, everything would be in proper order. Or suppose anything had been going on in your business, in your work previously at your work, those things will come into a proper order. So you would be able to follow up your karma, your career, your job, your service properly. Saturn is aspecting your 3rd house, so that means this also indicates that regular efforts are needed in day-to-day life, be it personal life, be it professional life, be it partnership. There is a chance of short travels with regards to your work. So that's it for the Aquarius ascendant people. For the Pisces ascendant people, Saturn is direct and transiting in your 12th house. Now this transit of Saturn has to be given some extra importance, because previously when it was retrograde, so it was giving its result from the 11th house also, but now it is direct, so it is particularly focusing on the 12th house. So this is a time when you need to focus on your own subconscious mind, on your own planning. So suppose if you are working on any long projects, or you are thinking to start any new work, so at your own space, at your own mental space, specifically when you are in isolation or solitude, then you should work on it. Try to spend more time with yourself, with your own spiritual work, spiritual life. So this will help you to progress through your spiritual journey, but also able to help you in proper planning of your work. Now since it is 12th house, it is aspecting your 6th house also, and it is direct right now. So I would say that someone suffering from any kind of health issues, or someone going through any kind of like illness on and off, for them I would say that they should be extra careful. Unnecessary thinking, anxiety, or anything which is not under your control, which is beyond your control, don't give that much priority or importance to that, because Saturn in 12th house, normally it will impact your subconscious mind, so many things will be going on in your head. Now since it is your 11th lord transiting in the 12th house, so suppose if you are associated with any kind of business related to export or import of goods, or you are dealing with clients far away from yourself, or you are own self associated with any kind of company where you are working far away from your native place, or associated with multinational company, in that regard this transit is going to be giving you very good results. But suppose if you are thinking that let me start a new thing, let me start this, let me start that, in that regard I would say that your 11th lord is transiting in the 12th house. So without proper planning and management, you should not start any new work only because you are thinking that if I start this I would get benefit out of it. Because don't forget, 12th house is also the house of loss. So until and unless you are associated with any kind of business which is related to export, import, or multinational company, or your clients are staying abroad or far away from you, you should not put extra any new thing. Just stick to your work right now. That would give you very good results. Because Saturn is aspecting your 2nd house. Now 2nd house is wealth, that storage of wealth. If you start any new planning right now, or any kind of new work, there can be a lot of expenditures, there can be a lot of like mismanagement of budget. For the people who are thinking for higher studies, or moving into some foreign place, or any place where they can uplift their spiritual journey in the search of a guru or good teacher, for them it is a very good time, because of the aspect of Saturn on the 9th house, and it is direct in the 12th house. So it will not only be helpful at the mental level, but also physically their health will improve. So that's it for the Pisces ascendant people. So these are the things which needs to be taken care of. So that's it for this time from my side. And if you have liked this video, press the like button, share it to your near and dear ones. If you are new to this channel, tap onto the subscribe button, click onto the notification bell icon, so that every time I make a new video you get notified instantly. And in case you want a consultation from me, check the links down in the description section. You can also mail me through my email ID, or get connected with me through my Facebook or Instagram accounts. So that's it from my side right now. So next time when I come back, I will be coming back with some another interesting content. So I'm signing off for today. Thanking you. Bye bye.